Hi women, today I want quickly to check in to talk about wild pregnancy. It's what I have chosen. With free birth, you choose also wild pregnancy, and please consider that those are all my perspectives, my own opinion that are serving you to get inspired, to get something maybe awakened inside of you, or just to find it interesting to see a different perspective on birth and on pregnancy. So wild pregnancy means that I have done no prenatal care. I haven't been to my gynecologist since 2 years already, because I ended this chapter already in my life before. So I chose very consciously to do it without any gynecologist or doctors around me, or even a midwife. And this is depending from women to women. I think when you really use the term like free birth, I think it's really that you don't have any opinion of any expert, so really nothing. You really just trust in your own power, in your own body, and just listen to nature and other women that have free birth already. I myself, I love research, so I did a lot of research. I read a lot of books. I think it's really the most amazing thing to learn from other women who have given birth already. And they have so much experience, also what supplements, for example, because a lot of women are very afraid that they don't give the right supplements, and yes, you have to become aware of all these things. That's another beautiful part when you choose to go this way. It's really everything about you stepping in your beautiful power, and I doesn't mean it in like power, like it's a power. You're right, your power where you belong as a woman, deep inside in your inner wisdom. You step in your inner wisdom is maybe the better term to use. So with that, you take the full responsibility of yourself, the full responsibility. And this is what a lot of women makes afraid or scared of. And when you start to do this at the beginning, it's maybe, it is scary. I was also scared, but the more that I did, and the more that I say, no, I trust myself. I can trust my intuition, and I trust that I am guided. You are always guided, and that's so fantastic and so beautiful. And the more you step into this, the more it will be so visible for you, and the things are really just flying to you. And then the visions are coming, and you see the birth positions you should use, and all these things. It's so powerful and so beautiful. But we are just scared because we don't know. That's why it is so good for you to do the research that you need, to read the books that you need, to really find this knowledge for you, that you can start to feel safe and trust yourself. And then in combination with the intuition that comes in, and with the visions that are coming in, but knowledge is for sure. Your logical mind belongs everything together. So we are holistic beings for sure. Knowledge is beautiful. But you have to learn to trust that the right knowledge is coming to you, and that's again the receiver position of the feminine. And actually, a huge thing that we do not know is that all this prenatal care stuff, and it's not evidence-based. It's really not. So, but for this theme, you have to go to Free Birth Society. They are much better, how can I say, educated in this way that I could explain it. But you have, it's always the same. Why do you want to do all these checks? Why do you want to have these ultrasounds? Why do you want to have to take the blood? Why do you do this? Why? What is behind it? And I tell you, it's fear. Always, it's fear-based. That does not mean that when I would feel that something, my intuition tells me something is really not good, that I would not choose to go to an expert. And there it is where the experts belong, in emergencies, when there is really an emergencies. And then it's so good that we have the technologies that we have today. We always think that women who choose to birth free or have a wild pregnancy, that they are not grateful for the technology. And that's exactly the things that are written in the, in the prophecies, all over the world, that the technology and the spiritual starts to melt together. We have to melt together again. That's so beautiful. And that both are same respected, both, and not just the one. At the moment in the Western world, in birth, there is just like the technology, the medical, the obstetric, this part, and all the spiritual part, all the beautiful part that is going on, our power of mind, our femininity, the wisdom in the woman itself, the body wisdom, the spiritual, the souls of the babies that have influence, it's ignored. So that's why I chose wild pregnancy and free birth. Free birth in all. But as I said, this wild pregnancy can look different from women to women, and you have to find yourself in this, how you feel comfortable. And at the beginning you might feel more unsure, also because everyone is speaking against your idea, right? So you have to become very strong, but it belongs to your rite of passage. But not this a strongness in a hard way, a strongness in a soft way. Anyway, you become soft when you get pregnant. Your body, there's all these endorphins that are starting to flow out into your body. You become softer and softer. Your body already starts to begin for birth from the first day on, So you are soft. And then you start to trust yourself. And then this with the softness, it gives the strongness around it. And then you do your research. And I myself, for example, I found a fantastic Ayurvedic doctor. She's from India, and then after her Ayurvedic education, she moved to London, and she was shocked about how painful women gave birth in the Western world. And so she started to study gynecologist as well, and then she started to melt both together. This is for me a very good example of this Western and Eastern energies, of the technical, and the spiritual part that are melting together. It's so beautiful. And I do not agree with everything that she says, but for example, for the supplements, I love it because she gave me a very good plan for the supplements with Ayurvedic herbs and stuff, and beautiful massages that Oliver can do on me. So it's very beautiful. And then I have a lot of other books which I listen to myself, and I put all this together that speaks to me, to my inner self, which I know, yes, this is what my body, my babies, my wisdom, my spirit, my soul needs. And everything flows together, and everything, I cannot say, it's like it starts to paint this perfect picture. And that's the beauty. For every woman, this picture will look so differently, but it's your personal picture. And this picture you can just start to paint when you really start to connect and to trust yourself, to don't get shaken all the time from this opinion, just by listening to yourself. and also who, for example, Oliver needs, because he is a big part, when not already the same part as me, in this whole beautiful journey. And one thing I need to add, in the Western world, pregnancy and birth is really looked as a dangerous thing, and mostly really kind of dangerous, and that the woman itself is not able to do it herself. That's not true. It's not true. It's not true. Your body is able, you as a woman is able to give birth without any interference, without any prenatal care stuff. You are able. And because this is a big lie. It's just when you are in fear-based and you can't let go and can't trust your body, then you should go into prenatal care. Because that are the messages you are sending to your body, and those messages are creating your baby. So your mind is most powerful. Your words are most powerful. If you're not aware of this, then for sure it's better when you go in a good care, And this is also, every woman has to decide for herself and has to feel where is she standing on her journey, how good do I know myself really, how much I trust myself already, where I am standing, and then you find the balance for you. What do I need? What don't I need? What helps me to step more in my self-confidence, in my power? What takes me out, and all those things. You have to become aware of what empowers you and what disempowers you. And this brings you back to yourself awareness and to your self-responsibility. And all of this puts you in a very beautiful, self-loving, self-caring, self-acceptance, self-empowerment position, where you will feel totally able and so sure about yourself and your body and everything around you to bring to this earth whatever needs to come.